Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor, which is due unto Yahweh, Bashmi Shai, Bashim Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great, most honorable, well, and Shalom to the elect. Okay, this is going to be a really quick one. I watched this movie a few days back. It's called Leave the World Behind. Different brothers have been doing videos on it. And I was recommended it by the brother Carl Bai. It was in the chat, in our chat from the brother Paya Allah. Recommend a movie, and I said, you know what, man, let me check it out. And man, this is like the elder from GMS Vegas said. I believe the elder Karatazar. It's a must see. Okay, and pretty much this scene here. Okay, I'm not gonna play the scene. I'm just gonna what I'm gonna do is, in fact, let me see if I can move it forward a little bit, just a little bit. Right, yeah. So this scene here, I wanted to just speak on it a little bit. Okay, I recommend you go and check the movie out. Okay, I don't want to, kind of spoil the movie. It really is a good movie, because it shows, what time we're in and what time we're going into, and pretty much, this scene here reminded me of the scriptures. Now, the two characters, the Jake and the Edomite that was with him, played by Ethan Hawke, they were basically going to this man's house, okay, and played by Kevin Bacon, and he's kind of like a truther, prepper kind of dude, and they came up to his house, and basically, he said, look, you gotta step back, man. He came out armed, and this character here and the Jake are neighbors. Okay, so the Jake's coming on that like ignorant vibe of like, hey, because they needed some medicine for Ethan Hawke's character's kid. Okay, so they're hoping this guy's got the medicine. He said, well, you're basically, we know you prep, so you might have some medicine. And he was like, look, man, ain't no business what you think I've got. Okay, and then he was like, and then the Jake said, he was like he said, oh, what's but hold on, like, Danny, like, we're friends. Okay. He said, we're friends, man. Bear with me. I just wanted to look up the Jake's name, the actor, Mahershala Ali. Okay. Alright, the character played by Mahershala Ali, if I'm saying that right, Mahershala Ali, right? He was saying to Kevin Bacon's character, he said, look, Haven, we're friends. And Kevin Bacon's character was like, hey, man, like, that's not what it, basically, I can't remember the exact wording. Okay, I don't want to play the clip and get it clipped, but he said, that's not he said, hey, you're thinking like that, we're not in that time, man. That's not what it is, basically. Okay, now, things started to get heated between him and the scene. I ain't going to say no more, but what it reminded me of is the scripture here. This is 2 Esdras chapter 15 verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So what are you going to have? And that guy had a modern day killing instrument in his hand. He had a shotty, or was it a rifle or a shotgun? It was a long gun. He had a sword in his hand, technically. Okay, a killing instrument. Alright. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, meaning they're not going to care about this government or law enforcement, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, and they showed you that in this movie too. The highways were all blocked off. Okay? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. And he even said that. He said, I'm surprised you managed to get out of that city. Because Ethan Hawke's character said, well, I'm based we're from the city. The houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Now this is the point I wanted to get. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So there's going to be certain places where people are going to be getting at each other's throats. Some places are going to be doing good, some places are going to be doing bad, and people are going to be at each other, man. Okay? For resources, for food. He said what for? Because of what? He said, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that's the time, hey, we're going into the time of Jacob's trouble. Alright? And, movies like this pretty much, Esau telling on himself, we're at that time, man, we're close. There's Jeremiah 30:7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The he, talking about the elect. The elect are going to be guided, okay, through this troubles. The elect of the nation of Israel are going to be guided through this troubled time, okay. But our people that are, clueless and reject the Lord, hey, they're going to be left out there, man. All right, to deal with the gruesomeness of Jacob's trouble, a day like that before, pursuant to Daniel's the 12th chapter. Let's get that, Daniel's 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. So the ones being delivered are the elect, the ones being found written in the book of life. Okay? And I ain't going to keep the lesson too long. I just want to hit that point, and on to the next one. Shalom.